Imagine finding a small, worn 1981 Washington quarter in your pocket change and discovering its worth not just a few cents, but up to $232,000. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the world of the 1981 P-era Washington quarter, a coin so rare, mysterious and valuable that collectors are shelling out six figures to get their hands on it. Yes, you heard that right, $99,750s, $125,000, even $232,000 for a single coin. And the best part? One of these could be hiding in your change jar, your drawer, or even a forgotten coin roll from the bank. Stay with us to the very end, because you'll learn what to look for, why these quarters are so incredibly valuable, and how you could potentially strike gold, right in your own home. Setting the stage. The year 1981. The year was 1981, a transitional moment in US minting history. Ronald Reagan had just become president, MTV launched its first broadcast, and inflation was raging across the US economy. Meanwhile, at the Philadelphia Mint, production was full speed ahead. Over 600 million Washington quarters were struck with the P mint mark that year, meaning at first glance, the 1981 P quarter doesn't seem rare at all. Despite the enormous number of coins produced, a tiny fraction of them emerged with bizarre and shocking minting errors, accidents that slipped past quality control and ended up being worth a fortune to collectors today. These weren't ordinary flaws. We're talking about off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, struck on the wrong metal, and even transition errors that make these coins ultra-rare and borderline legendary in the world of numismatics. The anatomy of the Washington quarter. Before we dive into the error details, let's quickly look at what a normal 1981 P quarter should look like. The familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The heraldic eagle, wings spread, clutching arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness. Composition, a clad blend of copper and nickel, cupro nickel, weighing 5.67 grams. Now, if everything looks normal, the coin's worth, well, 25 cents, maybe a few bucks in mint condition. But if something's off, especially drastically off, it could launch that humble quarter into the six-figure stratosphere. The rare errors of the 1981 P quarter. Let's now explore the most valuable and elusive errors that have turned ordinary-looking coins into legendary collectibles. Double denomination error, worth up to $232,000. A quarter struck on top of a struck dime. Yes, this actually happens, and it's one of the rarest and most shocking errors in US coinage. Known as a double denomination error, these freak coins occur when a struck dime planchet accidentally re-enters the striking chamber and gets struck again, this time with the quarter die. In 1981, at the Philadelphia Mint, a handful of these astonishing coins escaped into circulation. Today, one was authenticated by NGC and later sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $232,000. What to look for? Visible traces of the dime's design underneath the quarters, misaligned edges, and a strange overall appearance. Weighs less than a typical quarter, closer to a dime's, 2.3 jams. May show both dates, 1981 for the quarter and a different year for the dime beneath. Estimated value, $175,000 US to $232,000, depending on clarity and grading. A quarter struck on top of a struck dime. Double die obverse, hidden in plain sight while not yet officially listed in major catalogues for 1981 P quarters. There are a few known examples showing heavy doubling on the motto, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." Doubling is the result of a misalignment in the die hubbing process, and collectors go crazy for strong examples, especially with clear separation in letters. Value, $5,000 to $15,000, but could jump higher with more authenticated finds. Clipped planchet, crescent moon error. Another eye-catching error is the clipped planchet, where a chunk of the coin is missing, leaving a curved, crescent-shaped cut. While common on pennies, clipped quarters, especially with full dates, are rarer and more desirable. High-grade, 1981 P clipped planchets can go for $2,000 to $10,000. The auction block, real sales that shocked the coin world. Let's look at some real auction results that stunned even seasoned collectors. Heritage Auctions, 2022. A 1981 P quarter struck on a foreign bronze planchet, 4.3 grams, sold for $99,750. Stax Bowers, 2023. A double denomination 1981 P struck over a dime-graded MS-64 by PCGS went for $232,000, a record for the year. Great Collections, 2024. An MS-67 off-center 1981 P with a perfect visible date sold for $41,250. These aren't hypothetical prices. These are real money, paid by real collectors who know just how special these rare errors are. How do these errors even happen? You might be wondering, how can a mint that strikes billions of coins make such obvious mistakes? Well, here's the truth. In 1981, the mint's equipment was aging, and quality control wasn't fully automated. Planchet feed errors, die wear, and misalignments were more frequent than you'd think. The Philadelphia Mint was producing hundreds of millions of coins a month, and amidst the noise, vibration, and speed of production, mistakes slipped through. Could you own one? Now the big question, could one of these be hiding in your pocket change or old coin roll? Yes, it's possible. Tips for identifying valuable 1981 P errors. Use a jeweler's loupe or USB microscope. Weigh your quarters. Errors struck on foreign planchets may be too light or too heavy. Look for off-center strikes, double images, or strange missing parts. Compare your quarter to known online images and use PCGS or NGC coin forums for help. And if you find one, don't clean it. Send it to a grading service like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX immediately.